Hi, welcome to another Sales Insight Moment. I'm your host, Manik Senanayake, and today we are going to figure out why customers don't buy. About 10-15 years ago, it took about 3.6 to 4 times the effort just to close a simple deal. And today you find that it almost double, 8 to 10 times the effort just to close a simple deal. Markets have evolved, customers have more access to intelligence, buyer behavior has changed, competition, choice, so many things. So basically closing a deal is a complex situation in today's context. So there can be so many different reasons as to why customers don't buy. But imagine a situation that you have access to that kind of intelligence where why customers don't buy in advance, how valuable that would be. So here as a smart salesperson, you need to figure out what sort of objections or rejections that the customers would come out through your own experience. මොනවාගේ ප්‍රතික්ෂේපද customer සාමාන්‍යයට ඉදිරිපත් කරන්නේ. Now here our objective as a salesperson is to reduce the resistance of the customer's buying intention. This is what is called the resistance curve, which we need to reduce as we proceed into the presentation. ප්‍රතිරෝධ රේඛාව. ඒක පල්ලයට දාන එක තමයි අපේ පළවෙනි පරමාර්ථ ඕන presentation එකට කියන්නේ. So there can be many reasons as to why customers don't buy. I come up with abbreviation button, postama. B stands for budget, U stands for urgency, first T is for time, second T for trust, and then O is for obligation and N is for need. Let's see what these are. B, budget. I think you must have heard that kind of words so frequently. How many times you have gone to presentations and they say, I don't have budgets, month end, year end, enapara balamu dambe. So I think 90% of the time such statements is questionable. But there's a good 5% where you need to really assess at that time the veracity of their statements, whether customers' intentions or willingness to buy and their ability to pay. ගෙවීමේ හැකියාව සහ ඌමනාව පොඩ්ඩක් තක්සේරු කරන්න නම් ඒ අවස්ථාවේ කට්ටි කියන එකේ සත්‍ය භාවයක් තියෙනවාද කියලා. So such statement comes out if value is not established. If you can really show value, how we can increase revenue, reduce cost, increase market expansion, I'm sure they will buy into your proposition. Number 2 is T for time, kale. Almost 100% guarantee there's no base in that statement. Of course, you'll find time to entertain any proposition that will make your business grow. So if somebody is in business, they're saying they don't have time to share information on how to increase market share, increase revenue or reduce cost, then you should not be in business. So basically almost 100% when they say there's no time, it's not true. Number 3 is N for need. Now a lot of people know exactly what they need. They want a certain item with specifics. Here's what we require. Someone supplies it, end of story. But in most cases, a lot of people don't know they need a certain product or service. So you as a salesperson need to educate them at that time. You have to show that competition is active, there can be changes to government policy, there's going to be trends that are going to affect your business. You need to create the need for the customer. Now, just because you need it doesn't mean that you're going to buy it then and there. You might always put off. Right? How many times you need this, but you'll say, let's buy it next week or 2 months time or maybe next year. So urgency, number 4, is a very important aspect to a salesperson because we need to create that urgency in the minds of the consumer. Now, how you do that is basically you come up with what are called trigger events. We need to show that in times of unanticipated events or disruptions, certain things can happen. Why don't you take a look at that? You are missing out an opportunity. So you need to understand the industry and the business of the customer to a great extent. So that is urgency. But here you need to show what are called pain as well as the gain. Now gain is anyway you show in terms of product features, functionalities, benefits, advantages. But you also have to show the pain by not making the decision now, how we are going to lose making money. Also by not making the decision now, how we are not going to make money. So you need to share both the pain and the gain. Then there is second T, the trust. If the customer has a need, they want it urgently, they have the time and the budgets, and they are not buying this for due to trust reasons, then the whole ownership is based on your performance during the sales presentation. Something must have gone wrong. You need to revisit your sales presentation, understanding whether I have incorporated a lot of rapport building techniques, have I built relationship, have I built credibility, have I built trust, have I built relevance, create interest. So it's got to do with your sales presentation. Weaknesses and certain omissions could lead to trust issues. So then we have O for obligation. You might have the best product, the best service, but sometimes they might say, you know what, we want to go with the existing supplier or go with another ex-supplier. Some sort of arrangement, bandhanak, sambandhakama, yutukama. So basically you can't do anything. What you need to show is at that time your proposition really can enhance their current business footprint by increased revenue, reduce costs, expand market share. That's all you can say. So these are the 5 elements that you need to understand. So here you can incorporate all these elements into what is called a CRM, customer resistance matrix, a model, something which you can use before a sales presentation. It will incorporate all elements of resistance by the customer, and you will know in advance how to react when those are aired, so that will create some trust as well as credibility that could lead to some greater outcome. This is Manik signing off with another Sales Insight moment and reminding you, it's time we stop selling, start closing.